Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of CPP for School. We're on question 7 on flow of control set 1 on this lab assignments. So we're going to go ahead and get right into that. This follows all the previous episodes of this series. Okay, so question 7. Any year is input by the user. Write a program to determine whether the year is a leap year or not. Now, I'm going to be honest here. I don't remember all the qualifying things of a leap year. So let's just do a quick Google on leap year and see what kind of information we can find out. There's an algorithm. So here's a little pseudocode of what makes a leap year. So if the year is not divisible by 4, then it's a common year. If the year is not divisible by 100, it's a leap year. If the year is not divisible by 400, then it's a common year. Otherwise, it's a leap year. Okay. So that's a little weird, but let's just get into it. 7. We want an integer, actually, yeah, we'll say an integer, of a year. Just call it plain old year for now. And we'll take a input of that. And go for it. Standard CN year. And then we'll say well, we'll just do some quick checking. So if it's not divisible by 4, it's a common year. If year mod 4 is not equal to 0. So if you divide it by 4 and you get something other than 4, something other than 0 left over, then it's a common year. So we'll say year is a common year. And it looks like we have some more cases to check. Let's just do, I guess we can just type up the pseudocode pretty much. So year mod 100. Yeah, mod 100. If it is not divisible by 100, then it's a leap year. So the way you can tell if it's not divisible by 0 is, well, I guess it's not, it means not evenly divisible by 0. I believe is what they actually mean there, but close enough. So if it's not divisible by 100, then it is a leap year. I don't know why that's racking my brain, but it is. So if this turns out to be anything other than 0, then we get that it's a leap year. Seems like it would calculate out a lot of leap years. Okay, well, nonetheless, let's keep going. And we'll run some tests at the end. So if it's not divisible by 400, then it's a common year. And the final case is just a leap year. So if we ran through all those checks, we should know. So let's go ahead and give it a test. And maybe we'll find some leap years and see if we can calculate those leap years. Let's go to our Sigwin terminal here and run it. And then we want to enter a year and just find which is a leap year. The next leap day is in 2020, so 2020 is supposed to be a leap year. Let's check it. It is. It says it is by our program. And let's just do a few other checks exactly which years are leap years. I'm just on this random site I found on Google, so if the year can be evenly divided by 100, then it's not a leap year. If the year is also evenly divisible by 400, then it is a leap year. Okay, so we need to combine these two, is what I'm kind of understanding here. Wait, let me just think about this for a minute. If the year can be evenly divided by 100, it's not a leap year unless it is also evenly divisible by 400. So this would be actually not a leap year. Okay, I got this a little messed up. Okay, so we just need to AND these together, basically. The year is also evenly divisible by 400. So if it's evenly divisible by 400 and not evenly divisible by 100, well, I guess the not evenly divisible by 100 is not required. Necessarily. So if it's evenly divisible by 100 and 400 at the same time, then it is a leap year. Otherwise, it is not. So we actually need yet another checker here. Let me just see what their solution is. Let's see what they got. Okay, so we enter the year. Okay. Oh, pretty close. Mod 400 equals 0, or... So they're getting a Boolean out of this. Or mod 100. And then also divisible by 4, and it's a leap year. Okay, yeah, it makes sense to do it that way. That's only a simple else if. So that combines it all in one. Very good. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't have the clearest understanding in the world of leap years, other than, yeah, I know we have to like extend out a year once in a while just because of the subtle movements of planets or something like that. Alright. So, in this case, oh, we don't need this else in front anymore when it starts out like that. Is not a leap year. Okay, so if we enter in a year, and well, we're gonna hit this case first and do a quick check. Year mod 100 is not equal to 0, right? And year mod 400 or year mod 400 is 0. And also, so this has to equal true, and this has to equal true, and it's not equal, it's equal. Then it is leap year, otherwise it's not. So let's give that a try. We're going to cancel out of that and redo it. Let's try 2020 is a leap year. Let's try 2019, not a leap year. Let's try 2016 is a leap year. So let's just take a quick look here and see, is there any other notable leap years? Let's try 2012. It says it is a leap year. So this feels wrong to me. I don't know if it is, but there you go. It's going to be something like this. Is every 4 years a leap year guaranteed? Okay, so if it's divisible, okay, so basically if it is evenly divisible by 100, it has to also be by the 400. Otherwise, that's interesting about the leap year. Alright, let's just try year 2000. It is a leap year. Let's try also 1900. 1900 is not a leap year because it's not divisible by the 400 evenly. Alright, well there you go. Let's keep going here before we run out of time. Alright, in a company, an employee is paid under. If his basic salary is less than 1500, then HRA equals 10% of his basic salary and DA equals 90% of his salary. I don't know exactly what these stand for. I don't know what RS is. I don't know what HRA is. I don't know what DA is. If his salary is equal above 1500, then HRA equals 500 and DA equals 98% of his basic salary. Employee salary is input by the user write a program to find his gross salary. Now, I guess I'm going to have to do a little guessing here because I don't know what these acronyms mean. But it looks like we're going to have to input his basic salary and then just do some calculations to add up everything and change the percent based on what this basic salary is. So I guess we'll do some floats, and we'll do, geez, I don't even know, net, gross, DA, and HRA. I'm going to have to look at the solution to this because I don't understand their terminology of these acronyms, which is a constant problem in computer science, by the way. Good luck with that. Basic salary, gross salary, HRA, DA. Okay, I was close because I had net and gross. Let's call this basic salary then. I know it's kind of cheating to do this, but do you really have a choice if, like, you can't ask questions about what acronyms mean? You don't really. You don't. That's just an unclear question, in my opinion. Maybe there's some people who get it right away, but I read that and I'm like, I don't know what any of that means, and I have no way of knowing what some random 2 or 3 letters are supposed to mean. Okay, so yeah, you enter the basic salary, you basically switch on the size of it. Okay, so that's not too bad. I'm going to get out of here so I can actually write it on my own now. So right, we want the standard, cout, enter the salary. So we get the basic salary, and then we say if basic salary is greater than or equal to 1500. Well, actually, it looks like it's a less than. Looks like if it's less than 1500, then HRA is going to equal 10% of the basic salary. So basic salary times 0.01 or times 0.1, that'll be a 10%. Now these numbers are actually floats unless you put that F at, or doubles unless you put that F at the end. And DA is 90% of his basic salary. Okay, DA equals, well, it's going to be close to this, except a 90% here instead of 10%. So then we'll have those. And the other case is, obviously the basic salary would be larger or equal. So we don't necessarily need to do another check. We just know that if it's not less than 1500, then it's greater, because that's the only other option. So we do the same thing again. We just have different calculations here. Looks like this HRA caps out at just 500 at this point. And basic salary, looks like they get a 98% on this. and then we just add them all together as the gross salary, if I'm not mistaken here. So that's going to equal all of these together. Basic salary plus HRA plus DA. And then we'll just say that at the end here. Oops, see out. Paid, and we'll just put an amount. The gross salary. A little new line at the end here. And let's just give this a quick check by running it. Enter the salary. I don't know, we'll say 1,400. They got paid 2,800. Okay. Well, let's say 1,700. They got paid 3,866. Now I'm just going to look at the solution one more time to make sure I kind of got the math right. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that seems to be about right. Very good. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys learned something about flow of control, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.